What's going on, guys? Hope you're all having a good day today. I know I'm having a great day today. We're gonna change it up a little bit today. It's gonna be a little bit of a different video. I've been doing a lot of fishing lately, specifically musky fishing, hopping around on rocks, trying to catch some fish, not catching some fish, that type of thing. But today we're gonna change it up, and I can tell you what we're gonna do. Actually, let me show you what we're gonna do. Here's a little hint. Trail camera time. I got to admit, I have been slacking big time this year so far. Normally I've got trail cameras up way early, I mean May, June, if I don't leave them up year round. This year, no cameras up right now. So we're going to fix that today. We're going to get some cameras going. I'm going to try to pop them over some mineral sites right now, which I know they're just finishing up hitting the mineral. I think velvet should come off, in the next couple weeks here, and they'll probably back off the mineral, but we're going to get them up on there nonetheless and see if we can get some shooters on camera so we can have something to look forward to this year. Archery season starts here in just a couple weeks, so I got to get going. I have been slacking way too much and got to get some stuff prepared. I haven't done anything lately down there. So what we're going to do, I got some new batteries in here. I'm trying the lithiums out this year. Normally I do the alkalines, but we'll see how the lithiums turn out. I've heard good things about them, especially with cold weather, which we have a lot of in Wisconsin. Let's hop in the Duramax and get going and head down there and get some cameras popped up. Before we do that, I might want to change my shoes. I don't think these things are going to quite cut it down there. So we'll get some hiking boots on, and there they are. And then let's get ripping. So I'll catch up with you guys in a second. Well, we made it. We're here. We're going to go up on the north side first. That was mowed recently. We have done a little bit of work down here. I shouldn't say I have. My dad got it mowed, but I'll spin you a little so you're not in the sun. We did get that mowed recently, some of the trails and stuff, so it'll be a little bit easier walking. The other side of the road here, the south side of the property, has not been touched. I think a few videos back I mentioned that we had a culvert washed out, and that's still the case. We have not fixed that yet. It's been all summer. It's kind of been sitting. We did get some new culverts to put in there, some longer ones now, so it's just a matter of pulling the old one out and putting the new ones in and then backfilling it, which we're going to try to do here real quick. We got to be able to have that open for hunting season, and makes it easier getting the side-by-sides in to run trail cameras, and we've got to get some mowing done, trail maintenance, all that stuff. So we're going to do that. But today, check the north side here. We've got a mineral spot up here we're going to go see. Probably no mineral left in there. I'm not going to lie about that. It's been a while since I've freshened it up, and last time I was there was still some mineral, but we'll see. I'm sure they've got a big hole augered out. And then south side, we'll go to another mineral location and we'll pop up a camera there. Same case, I'm sure there's no mineral left in there. I'll probably have to get some more put in and get those freshened up. But anyhow, let's get some cameras up, see if we can find some deer, and see what everything looks like. Catch up with you in a second. Well, guys, you remember this thing? This is kind of my secret weapon here. This is the DIY trail cam mount that I made a couple months ago now. I actually got a video of it. I'll link it right up here, so take a look at it. And I just dropped my steak. But yeah, this is that real simple mount I made. It's got the couple bolts. It's adjustable here, and it's just a cheap steak. It cost me what, $7, $8, something like that, $6. But I'm gonna use this. I just went down here and picked it up. Good thing I leaned it against that tree, or my dad probably would have found that thing with the tractor, and it wouldn't have been good, and I would have been in trouble. But but I'm gonna pop it up here, and usually I've had troubles kind of getting the camera position. There's not a lot of trees right here where I'm putting it. Well, there are, but not a lot of good trees. So I'm gonna use this and see how it works again. Yeah, if you guys should check that video out though, if you haven't seen it. It's not bad. It's nice to get a cheap alternative to some of the bought-in mounts, but plus the straps on my cameras were shot, so it works out pretty good for me to use this threaded bolts on the back. But as you can see, I'm out of breath. Today was leg day, and grinding up these hills over here killed me. So I'm gonna quit talking because you can't probably understand me anyways, and let's get this camera put up. Well, here's kind of what we're looking at. You can see they've augered a monster hole here. We had one mineral spot there, and then there was another block over here, I think, or a trophy rock here. You can see there's water standing in that right now. Really should get these rocks up off the ground, but they do like digging in, that's for sure. And this one's just huge. I mean, I don't know how wide that is. 6 feet across, 5 feet across. Looks like they've been hitting it pretty good, a lot of tracks. So I am gonna pop a camera on this. I just have to figure out the best place to put it. There is a old food plot there that we just mowed. It's toast. There's nothing really of use in there other than, you know, maybe some fresh grass and stuff now, but nothing great. So I'll see what I can do. I'm gonna pop a camera up here. I'll kind of show you guys after I get it set up, and we'll kind of hope that we get some good shots. They are really digging in this end though. That's got to be a foot deep maybe or so. Looks like something laid in there even. I don't know what the heck is doing or nosing around, but we'll give it a shot. Let's get this camera up and see what it looks like. All right, you can see that. Maybe you can see the camera lighting up a little bit. This is looking pretty tasty. I think this is gonna be a great spot. It's nice to be able to just set that thing up and not have to worry about a tree. You can see, I mean, there's a couple trees around, but they're crooked and it's tough to get the straps around them right, and you're jamming stuff underneath them to try to get the cameras to stand up, and it just doesn't work well. So this is kind of nice. I can place it at the right distance. I can put it right exactly how I want, and set it up. Hopefully I can get some good pictures off this. It looks like the deer are certainly using it. I don't know what's using it, but if you don't remember, or if you haven't seen the video, it's just got a couple bolts here with a wing nut. I can position the camera any way I want, and then just tighten this wing nut up and it's good. And then I can also angle it up and down. Kind of got it set pretty good right now. I think it should be working. I've got it on the aim mode. This camera has an aim mode, so I can kind of see when I've got it just right. But I'm gonna put this sucker on capture mode, and then I'm gonna take off and we'll go to the next spot. We'll do that now and head out. Let's get moving. So this is what I was talking about with that culvert that's out. This thing here has been preventing me from getting a lot of stuff done this summer. Although, like I said, I can't really complain. I've been doing a lot of fishing and other stuff, but it would be nice to get this fixed. So we're gonna do that pretty quick. Got the culverts across the other side of the road. Just got to get this one pulled out. For whatever reason, it's just a little bit short and it's hard to get across. So we're just gonna fix that. Nothing's changed on it from that other video that I made this spring. But kind of a pain. Can't really drive across here. I like to get it mowed and get the ATVs or side-by-sides across, and it just makes life a lot easier dealing with tree stands and stuff. But right now I'm gonna hop across here, get up there, and make my way through the weeds and brush and try to get the other trail camera set up. So I'm gonna do that now. And I think I'm gonna cut the video because you probably don't want to see me fall. Well, maybe you would. It'd probably be a better video, but I'll likely fall when I jump across here. I'm not as nimble as I used to be. We'll give her a shot. Oh yeah, this is fun here. This is muddy, and these weeds are up to my waist, and there's burdocks, and who knows what else in here. It's wet. Oh, it's awesome. We definitely have to get that culvert fixed. But I'm gonna hopefully get out of this muck and junk here, and get up the hill, and hopefully it's not as bad. Just tons of burdocks and things. Although I can't complain. We've got it a lot easier here than you guys do down south. Those of you that are down there. I know you got bugs that bite, and ants and fire ants and chiggers and all sorts of things. We don't have to deal with that here because it's too cold. But still, these burdocks and nettles and all that junk aren't really fun to walk through, but we'll make it. I'm just kind of being a baby, I guess. Get through this wet, watery, dewy stuff and get the cameras up. We've had rain here like every single day. It probably a good thing if I had food plots in, but since I don't, it's not really helping me out. It's been like kind of a rainforest. All the weeds are jungly. You can see this goldenrod's over my head, and you know, I'm 6'3". It's not short by any means, but keep going. We'll get there. Just getting a little bit of extra workout today. Guess that's good for me. I could use it, but all right, let's keep moving. Whew, we're getting close now. Man, that is a hike. I've been walking like 20 minutes through this junk. Just ripped up. I got nettles all over me. I've eaten about 12 spiders. I've been covered with ants 3 or 4 times. Thankfully, like I said, we don't have fire ants here because nothing bit me. And now all I smell is poop. I don't know what happened, if I stepped in something, and it doesn't smell like cow manure or anything. I mean, it's like bear poop, which makes sense because they've been just destroying these berries and stuff on these trees. I see where it's just wallowed down everywhere, just mowing on them. And then I came onto this. This is a tree here that my brother calls Little Tree Big Apples. And it's got small apples on this here, but it does have apples, and I can see it's just rooted up down here. I mean, something's been eating on them. I know the deer, you know, nip them off. I'd love to get a trail camera on here, but I only made one of those trail camera mounts so far. I've got the parts to make another one, except for the fence posts. I gotta go get another one of those and get another one of the whole mounts made. It wouldn't do me a lot of good here because you can see these weeds are so tall. I mean, they're just ridiculous. And hopefully I get this mowed in the next week or so, if we can get that culvert in, at least in the next couple weeks. Get it mowed down, and then the deer kind of travel these roads a little bit better. But this would be a good spot. I'd like to put a camera here. Right up here we do have an old mineral site. It's usually augered out. They're dig to China on that thing. I don't know if they have been this year. It collects water. Yeah, it doesn't look too hot. Kind of not much action here, so not really sure what I'm going to do with camera wise. There's a bit of a trail here. I think I'll put the camera up somewhere, try to catch the deer traveling maybe to that apple tree or just running down this trail here. There was a nice clover plot out here before, but that is not looking good, as you can see. Again, no maintenance was done on it. It needed to be sprayed and reseeded and whatnot. I mean, there's still some clover in here. There's an anthill, something's been digging on that. There's still a little bit of clover, but it's just completely grown up with weeds. So not a good situation. Not really sure what I'm gonna do. I think I'll try to pack down some of these weeds right here and get a camera up on that tree. I've had one up there before. I'll keep it high, kind of aim it down a little bit, catch something coming through here, and then when I come and mow, I'll check it, and I'll bring the laptop, check it, and then see where I can move it to, because then I'll have more options once I get it mowed down. But let's get this sucker done here. I want to get back home. Sweaty, hot, and just not pleasant walking through all this weeds and brush when it's 80 degrees and humid as heck. So let's get this done. Well, this is the setup here. I had to change it up a little bit. It just wasn't looking real good where I was going to put it by that food plot, but kind of got the camera up high because of the weeds, and I'll spin you around, and right there you can see Little Tree Big Apples. And I did shake the branches and pulled a few of the apples down, and I can see there's deer droppings and stuff all over there. So I'll maybe be able to pick something up either walking over there, or maybe the camera will catch them while they're eating. We'll give it a whirl. I'm not super convinced it's going to be a great spot, but I don't plan to leave the camera here long. Like I said before, I'll get up here and get everything mowed up and probably move it then. Well, this turned into kind of a debacle here. This Primo's Truth Cam, it's the only one I've got like this, and it was a real cheap camera, to be fair to it, but for whatever reason it does not like to play nice with the memory cards with my other cameras. If I swap them between cameras and stuff, that's even if I take them home, you know, empty them off on the computer. What I find myself having to do is reformatting the cards every time. So I pop them on the computer. On my Mac, I go into the disk utility, I completely erase and reformat the memory cards, and then this guy will play with them. It'll record to the memory cards and save fine. But right now, I was just ready to leave, and I thought, well, I better check to make sure, because it's the first time I've had a card in it this year. And apparently I did not format this card at some point. I must have missed it after it was in one of the other cameras. But it sits there and it'll say pick, and it'll try to save, and it'll continue to do that, and it basically will just eat batteries. It'll sit like that. I've had it sit that way for, you know, a couple days. Batteries are dead. 0 pictures, because it can't record to the card at all. It gets stuck in a loop and it can't save. So that being the case, I guess I walked down here for nothing. I'm gonna head back. I'm just kind of joking around. It was nice to come down here and look around a little bit, but I'm gonna head back and head towards the truck, get out of here. I'm getting eaten by mosquitoes. We'll get home and get this sucker, get the card reformatted, and I'll test it out at home, make sure it's working. So yeah, I guess that's a good lesson. You know, I've been all about lessons lately. In my videos, it seems like, you know, things I've learned the hard way mostly. Today, learned a couple more things the hard way. One, don't procrastinate. I procrastinated here, kept thinking, oh, I'll have plenty of time to get these trails mowed, get that culvert fixed, all that stuff. Didn't get it done, and now I'm paying for it today. I'm walking through this junk, and it's just a pain. Plus, you know, I'm limiting myself on trail camera setups and stuff, so just should have been on top of stuff a little bit better. The other thing, test your cameras out. If it's the first time you're putting them out during the year, I've done it before, you know, just set them up in the house. I put them right in the, set them on the countertop in the kitchen, walk by a few times, make sure they're taking pictures okay. It's always a good idea to kind of check them over. I did clean the lenses and stuff, but I should have tried that. Guess I didn't do it. And you guys are probably in the sun. One more thing before I get out to the truck. You know, I mentioned a little bit ago what the bears eat, and here's what they typically just hammer on. And I do not know what these guys are. They almost look like a unripe blueberry. Oh, there's a stink bug. But yeah, if you guys know what those are, comment below. But they're white little berries. They look almost like a blueberry. I haven't tasted them before. I'm not sure I want to do that right now. Yeah, they don't smell like anything. But usually I see these things just mauled by the black bears up here. I mean, they just get destroyed. They're not hitting them as hard right now, but I have seen spots here and there where they're just mauled. Oh, there goes a woodcock. So yeah, if you guys know what those are, comment below. You know, I'm in Wisconsin here, so I don't know if that helps, western Wisconsin, but yeah. Ouch, there's a mosquito. Now, I am gonna keep on rolling. I gots to get back out to the truck. Well, I made it back. Not gonna lie, I'm pretty beat. I don't know if you can see behind me, but it's just like super humid. There's just like a mist hanging in the air. We don't get this a lot in Wisconsin, and man, it's zapping the juice right out of me. But it wasn't a bad day. Got to see what was going on at the first mineral location, and that thing's augured out pretty good. I got high hopes that we'll get something there with some antlers. Second spot didn't really pan out. The camera didn't work. The mineral stuff looked like it was way beyond gone. They weren't really even digging in there. So I don't know. I'm gonna get some stuff mowed up and maybe look things over a little bit. I do know I've got to get some mock scrapes going once I get some things mowed. Those seem to really produce for me. So I'll probably pop some of them in the next couple weeks once I get things mowed up, and pop some cameras on them. Those seem to work well. But that's gonna do it for today. Hope you guys liked the video. If you did, mash that like button. And if you guys are new to the channel, please subscribe. I've got so much stuff coming. This weekend, I'm hopefully gonna be muskie fishing again with a guest. And then I'm gonna be back down here. I've got oodles of projects to get done. I've got some other things coming up too, so it should be good. Got to get ready for deer season, that's for sure. Things are going crazy, and I still want to get out and fish a bunch. Anyways, guys, I appreciate it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. We'll catch you real soon.